Hi guys, this is Data Science and AI Quest, and today we'll be just featuring what is statistics and what does the topic of statistics do, and what are the various utilities of statistics in the topic of economics and analytics for business purposes. So, statistics is an indispensable and important tool for economists and data analysts for calculation and validation of all types of sciences. Using the various methods behind statistics, one can take effort to find the causes behind an event or a problem. So, using the various methods in statistics, one can make effort to find the causes behind the problem with the help of qualitative and quantitative facts about any given problem. So, let's take the example of weather prediction and how weather data could be analyzed so that a weather forecast of some particular date or a date in the future could be done with reference to the analysis. So let's take this example. So basing upon the time series data upon which could be calculated, which can be viewed and which can be also analyzed to form a model over where data of specific previous days prior to the future dates could be taken into view, and some descriptive statistics could be done so that the mean temperature, the mean rainfall pattern, and the mean cloudiness pattern, these type of specific parameters could be taken into account, and then it could be also formulated to analyze and predict the pattern which would be following for the future dates. So this can be done through the help of some small or broad based modeling process, but this would be discussed in a practical example after a little on. But before that, some theoretical concepts need to be cleared so that statistics as a main topic and why this topic would be able to use or would be used to map to all the other fields in practical sciences. So using the various methods in statistics, one can make some effort to find the causes behind some problem with the help of these qualitative and quantitative facts about any given problem. So once the causes of the problem are identified, it gets easier for the statisticians to formulate the various policies involved to tackle the problem. But there is a lot to statistics than just numbers and qualitative fact finding. Statistics enables the economists, the analysts, the business people, and developers to present the economic facts in a precise and definite form, which may help in proper comprehension of the facts that have been stated from the reports. When some analysis and facts are expressed in statistical terms, the economic facts behind this can also get more elaborated and could be visualized in a better way. These facts are much more convincing than just vague statements, and what we normally come to perception, means what we normally perceive, is that whenever any statistical fact or figure is given compared to a basic text approach, approach which gets coupled with numbers and precise data is more valid over just raw text. And in statistics, this is accounted by the principles and the methods of data collection and descriptive statistics over the data that has been collected, so that after the descriptive statistics upon some bits and pieces of data is, or the wider form of data is done, some form of analysis could be arrived at, and one would be able to make some inferences, one would be able to find out some of the hidden facts from the data. So we'll take a little example to state how these numbers play an important role in defining the magnitude of something that is catastrophic or disastrous, or something that is of great great repercussions, or something which accounts a lot. So let's take the example of an accident. Suppose there is an accident between a car and a truck, and in that accident perhaps 2 to 10 number of people might die. Let's take another example of an accident of a bigger and more intense nature, where a train collapsed, or a train collided with another train, or a train jumped off its own rail tracks. So over here one can get to see that the amount or the nature or the form of disaster is quite intensive over here, and over here one can see that the magnitude, as because the seriousness of the magnitude of the accident is quite more, so perhaps 200 people might die. And because 200 people dying out of this kind of accident, which is seriously of big nature, not only in lives, not only in the matter of lives, but also on the matter of economics and business as well. Okay, so this number, that is the number of deaths in a particular small incident or accident, and compared to a accident of a major proportion, this magnitude can also be brought to picture. So over here, so we can see that a fact with this numbers has been provided, and this can be attributed as a form of statistical data, where saying hundreds of people were dead is not exactly a fact, but a statistical data, because it is coupled with numbers and facts around the matter of the nature of the incident and the accident, and the magnitude of the accident. So this is a side-by-side notion of statistics, that it should be comprehensive both in the magnitude as well as the incident or the problem that is going on. So from here one can infer that statistics helps in condensation of massive amount of data or small amount of data, whichever could be applied to, and a few numeric measures can be taken from the matrices such as mean, variance and standard deviation. So these numerical measures can help in the summarization of the data, which one would learn later in the forthcoming examples. So statistics is used in finding the relationship between different economic factors, business factors, data factors, and pretty much all sciences as well. An analyst must be interested in finding out what happens to the demand for any commodity when the price increases or decreases, or whenever any kind of catastrophe happens, or whenever some kind of weather aggravation happens. So an analyst's purpose, a data analyst's purpose may depend upon the type of data that he is handling. But the main backbone of all this is data, and deriving the results out of this data after going through a series of some backdated data or historical data, one would be able to arrive at some data which may be able to be presented as a prediction into the future, which may help in either coping up with a disastrous situation, or either making plans for how to make some strategies for handling such kind of big impactful accidents. So an analyst is also should be enthusiast in reading economic and behavioral patterns of any data that is any data that he is handling. So talking about this in the terms of business, one can also say that a statistician is also an economist. An economist or an enthusiast in economics is one who reads economic and behavioral patterns of any business and would be able to find out what is the gain in price of any commodity, or loss in price of some commodity, or stock market, or bonds and debentures. These are some of the facets of the data that economist and an analyst could be or would be also trying to have a look into. This would help the economist and the analyst also to prepare some visualizations over where he would be able to see the trend of the supply of some commodity or some product, which may be affected by the changes in the attributes upon the data, like price of the commodity, or availability of the commodity, or supply of the commodity at a geographic location, and as well as the demand of certain commodity in the geographic location. These type of inferences could be made out of certain statistical questions, which could be greatly and beneficially answered for such fact finding, and on the basis of the various economic factors that have been provided. So for any calculations to be done upon such relationships, one must verify that a relation exists, or a relation can be verified by application of these statistical methods to these data. In a lot of cases, an analyst might assume that the various relationships within the data might be to test whether the assumption one has made upon the data is valid or not, with a statistician or an analyst with the use of some proper statistical tools. We'll take another instance. An analyst might also be interested in prediction of the changes in one attribute or factor with relation to another. For example, one might be interested in knowing the impact of a day's investment on the national income in the future. And all these things cannot be undertaken or done without the knowledge of the proper approach for how to take a day's investment or income, which could be also tallied and put forth for estimation and prediction of the national based income, and which could be also put into a wider picture of the entire world's demography. So formulation of plans and policies need to be also aware of. So one statistician who handles such kind of intensive and great amount of data should be also aware of the plans and policies which are associated with that data, the business setup for these kind of massive amount of data, and where are those indices displayed, where those indices could be manipulated, where those indices are kept for further analysis. Okay, so by this, an economic planner has to decide how the economy should also get impacted or is related with these all attributes. So one must know what could be the expected level of consumption in a particular year, which would help them to decide the production plan for the economy. So if an analyst takes into picture the data for a particular year or the previous years, mix models based upon which he would be able to predict the production plan for the forthcoming years, then he has to take the data from the historical data of the backdated years, which might be helpful for him to do the analysis for the forthcoming or the present year. And this would be helpful for the government to make plans upon how to mitigate any mitigate any problems arising out of any policy failure or failure for preparedness. Okay, considering all such situations, one needs to make a subjective judgment based on the guess about the consumption in a particular year. So all this can be done with the help of all the statistical tools. We have Excel, we have SPSS, we have Tableau, we have Power BI. These are kind of very powerful tools which help in the collection of the data as well as visualization of the data and as well as the deployment of the data into a particular server, over where these data sheets could be also analyzed for making some models and decisions prior to decisions upon these analysis and inferences. So this type of prediction can be done basing upon the data from the past years and surveys which have been carried out in the recent years. So these type of statistical methods can help in the formulation of appropriate economic policies. So the government has to make, in certain cases the government or the organizations which are handling such kind of data have to make these kind of economic policies which would be able to solve the problems or mitigate the problems arising out of unpreparedness or any kind of mishappening, which might be an accident as can be. So thanks for watching. Any kind of queries, any kind of doubts, please address in the comments section. And lastly, If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe. So thanks and have a nice day.